Chapter 12. The Kingdom Lifestyle. How to Live Every Single Day. We have come a long way together in this book. We have seen the kingdom from its foundations, God's original design, the catastrophic fall, the extraordinary rescue operation of Jesus, the restoration of authority, the identity of kingdom citizens, the laws that govern kingdom life, the economics of the kingdom, the importance of family and community, the discovery of purpose, the power of kingdom prayer, and the transformation of the mind. But all of that, as important and transformative as it is, remains merely information unless it is translated into daily life. The measure of whether any truth has truly taken hold of you is not what you can articulate. It is how you live on an ordinary Tuesday morning, when nothing dramatic is happening, when the circumstances around you are not particularly inspiring, when you have to make real decisions with real consequences. This final chapter is about the practical, day-to-day reality of living as a kingdom citizen. It is about the rhythms, the habits, the postures, and the choices that make kingdom life not an occasional experience but a consistent, daily way of being in the world. The kingdom morning, how you start determines how you live. The most important 30 minutes of your day are the first 30 minutes, not because of any magical property of the morning hour, but because of a simple truth. How you begin shapes everything that follows. The thinking you establish in your mind first thing in the morning becomes the lens through which you interpret everything that happens during the day. If you wake up and the first thing you do is check your phone, scrolling through social media, absorbing news, reading messages, you have handed the first and most impressionable moments of your day to the world system. Whatever anxieties, comparisons, or conflicts those first inputs create will color your entire day. A kingdom morning looks different. It begins with God before the phone, before the news, before anything else. Even if it is just 15 or 20 minutes, those first moments spent in the presence of God establish the framework for your whole day. What might a kingdom morning include? Start with gratitude. Before any requests, before any declarations, before any study, take 2 minutes to simply thank God. Name specific things: your health, your family, the roof over your head, the breath in your lungs. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from anxiety to peace. It is not possible to be genuinely, specifically grateful and simultaneously afraid. Then spend time in the Word. Even 5 verses, read slowly and meditatively, will plant something in your mind that the Holy Spirit will work with throughout the day. You will find yourself returning to those words at unexpected moments. When a challenge comes, when a decision needs to be made, when discouragement tries to settle in. Then pray kingdom prayer as we discussed in Chapter 10. Establish your relationship. Worship briefly. Declare kingdom reality over your day, your family, your work. Bring your specific needs before God. Thank Him for what He is doing. Then speak your declarations, out loud, over yourself, your family, your finances, your day. I am a child of the King. I carry kingdom authority today. My God supplies all my needs. I walk in purpose, in peace, and in the power of the Holy Spirit. Words spoken over yourself in faith in the morning will strengthen your identity and your posture throughout the day. This entire practice does not need to be long. 30 minutes, done consistently, will transform the quality of your daily life more than almost anything else you could do. The challenge is consistency. The enemy will try to crowd out this practice with busyness, with urgency, with the seemingly pressing demands of the day. Protect it. It is your foundation. Kingdom excellence, bringing your best every time. The Bible tells us in Daniel, chapter 6, verse 3, "Now Daniel so distinguished himself among the administrators and the satraps by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom." Daniel is one of the most instructive kingdom models in the entire Bible for how to live kingdom life in a non-kingdom environment. He was not living in a church. He was not surrounded by believers. He was a foreigner in Babylon, the most powerful pagan empire of his day, doing his work in a thoroughly secular, often hostile environment. And he flourished, not in spite of his kingdom values, but because of them. He brought an exceptional standard of excellence to everything he did. He was more diligent, more wise, more capable, more reliable than anyone else in the system. Because he was not working for Babylon, he was working for the King of Heaven. And the King of Heaven's standard of work is the highest standard that exists. Excellence is one of the most powerful witnesses a kingdom citizen can have in the world. When you are known as someone who always brings their best, who can be trusted completely, who does not cut corners, who goes beyond what is expected, people notice. And when they ask why you are different, you have the opportunity to point to the kingdom. Your excellence is an advertisement for the king you serve. Excellence is not perfectionism. Perfectionism is driven by fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. Excellence is driven by honor, the desire to give your best because the king deserves your best and the people you serve deserve your best. Perfectionism paralyses. Excellence produces. Kingdom integrity, being the same person in every room. The Bible tells us in Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 3, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." Integrity is one of the most foundational kingdom character qualities. The word comes from the same root as integer, a whole number, undivided. Integrity means you are whole, undivided, the same in every context. The same person in private as in public. The same in the boardroom as in the church. The same when no one is watching as when everyone is watching. Without integrity, kingdom authority is undermined. You cannot speak kingdom promises over your finances while being dishonest in your business dealings. You cannot declare healing over your body while consistently making choices that harm it. You cannot lead your family as a kingdom man or woman while living a double life. The authority of your words is directly tied to the alignment of your life. Integrity is not achieved in a single dramatic decision. It is built, and it can be broken through 1,000 small decisions. The small choice to tell the truth when the lie would be easier. The small choice to honor a commitment even when it has become inconvenient. The small choice to maintain your kingdom standards in a situation where no one who matters to you will ever know. These small choices, accumulated over years, build a life of integrity that is one of the most powerful kingdom assets you can possess. Carrying the kingdom everywhere you go. You are not a kingdom citizen only on Sunday mornings. You carry the kingdom with you into every context, every conversation, every situation. Your workplace is a mission field. Your neighborhood is a territory. Your family dinner table is a place where kingdom culture either does or does not govern. What does it look like practically to carry the kingdom everywhere? It means that when conflict arises, you respond with kingdom wisdom rather than worldly reactivity. It means that when people around you are governed by fear, you model faith. When they are driven by greed, you demonstrate generosity. When they are characterized by harshness, you carry peace. When they talk about what is impossible, you speak from a kingdom perspective about what God can do. You do not do this through preaching at people or forcing kingdom values on those who have not asked. You do it by simply living it, consistently, authentically, without apology. People are drawn to those who have something real. When they see peace in your eyes in a stressful situation, when they see generosity in a culture of selfishness, when they see genuine joy that does not depend on circumstances, they will ask. And when they ask, you answer. Joseph is a perfect example of this. He carried the kingdom through a pit, through slavery, through false accusation, through years in prison, and in every situation the presence of God on his life was visible. He did not have to announce it. He did not have to force it. It was simply there in the quality of his character, the wisdom of his counsel, the excellence of his work, the integrity of his conduct. And eventually, after years of dark valleys, it positioned him as the second most powerful man in the greatest empire on earth. You do not wait for your circumstances to improve before you start living like a kingdom citizen. You live like one right now, from where you are, with what you have, and the kingdom that you carry will begin to transform the territory around you. You do not wait for your life to get better before you start living like a kingdom citizen. You live like one right now, from where you are, with what you have. Kingdom community, staying connected. No kingdom citizen can sustain kingdom life alone. The Christian life was not designed to be lived in isolation. The community of believers, the church in its truest expression, is meant to be a kingdom colony, a group of citizens living out the kingdom together, supporting each other, sharpening each other, serving each other, and together making a visible, tangible impact on the world around them. Stay connected. Find a community of believers who are genuinely pursuing the kingdom, not just performing religion, not just maintaining traditions, but growing, transforming, serving, and building. Invest in that community. Give your gifts to it. Let it give to you. Pray for the people in it. Be honest with the people in it. Let those relationships be the iron that sharpens your iron. And beyond the church community, let kingdom community extend into your daily life, your neighborhood, your workplace, your social circles. Be the person in those spaces who carries the kingdom. Be the one who prays for the sick colleague, who helps the struggling neighbor, who speaks identity into the discouraged friend. Kingdom community is not just what happens in a church building. It is what happens wherever kingdom citizens bring the culture of heaven into the spaces where they live. Now let us look at how to live this out in your daily life. 1. Design your kingdom morning routine starting tomorrow. Decide the exact time. Decide the structure, gratitude, word, prayer, declarations. Write it down. Set your alarm 15 to 30 minutes earlier than usual if needed. Commit to it for 30 days. By the end of those 30 days, it will be the most non-negotiable part of your day. 2. Choose one area of your life this week where you will deliberately raise your standard of excellence, not to impress anyone, but as an act of honor to the King. Bring kingdom quality to it and notice how it changes the way you feel about that area. 3. Do an integrity audit. Ask honestly, is there any area of my life where what people see does not match who I am in private? Any area where I say one thing and live another? Bring that area before God, receive His grace, and make the alignment decision. 4. Think about the non-church spaces in your life, your workplace, your neighborhood, your social circles. Ask God, how do you want me to carry your kingdom into this specific space? Then start doing one thing, one specific practical thing that expresses kingdom culture in that territory. Now let us make these declarations together. Speak these out loud with faith. I declare, I begin every day with God. My mornings belong to the King, and they set the tone for everything that follows. I declare, I bring kingdom excellence to everything I do. I work for the King, and the King deserves my best. I declare, I walk in complete integrity. I am the same person in every room, in every situation. I declare, I carry the culture of heaven wherever I go. My presence changes atmospheres. I declare, I am planted in kingdom community. I give my best to it and I receive what it gives to me.